Hey boys and girls, and welcome to tonight's flip video. Tonight's flip video is going to be a review of everything decimal place value. So here we've got the three different ways that decimal place value will pop up in your life. Right here, we've got it in word form, these two. Here we've got it in standard form, and here we've got it in picture form. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put these two into standard form. I'm going to put this one into written form. And then I'm going to put this one into both standard and written form. So 16 and 1600ths. What I do is when I am converting it from written form to standard form, I like to try to write it as underneath it as possible. So if I have 16, or it's 16, I see and I know that's decimal point, and then I immediately put my spaces for my decimals. So I'll put our 1000 underneath it. That helps me figure it out. Now I see here that I want to end in the hundredths place. So I don't even need the thousands place. So I'll cross that off. Now 16 hundredths. So I need to end in the hundredths place, but I can only put one digit in each place value. So I know 16. Fit like so. So I'll model another example here. So if I've got 87 and being my decimal point, give myself some place value lines, and my 1000 underneath. So I want to end in the thousandths. So I'm good there. Now, 5 thousandths. Well, if I put it there, I would have to put a 0 and a 0, so that would give me 500. If I put it there, I have to put a 0 there, that would give me 50. So it has to be here. So there's a 5 in the thousandths place, and then I just fill those in with zeros. Because, like I just said, if I had 87.500, that'd be 500 thousandths. If I had 87.050, that'd be 50 thousandths. So it's always good to kind of go back and check your work by checking other examples. Now here, I've got an example. That's not going to work. I'm going to have 3 and represent my decimal. Then I'll put my 100. So I know it's hundredths because I've got my last digit is in the hundredths place value. So it would be 73 hundredths. iPad didn't work great there. So same thing, 3, I can match it up, and decimal, 73 hundredths, it's in the hundredths place value. Last thing I've got here, I've just got to count. I know every group of 10 will count as a tenth, but no holes, so 0, dash, dash. I don't need my thousandths place. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tenths, and it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hundredths. So that would be 66 hundredths. Now it's your turn. I've got a couple problems for you to work out here. Convert them. I want this one put into standard. I want this one to be put in written. This one I want it in standard and written. Alright, hopefully you have solved that. So we've got 20 and being decimal. Oops. And I want that one in hundredths, so no need for that. 4 hundredths. I need to put it as the 4 there, so it's in the hundredths place value, and a 0. Because if I put 20.40, that's 20 and 40 hundredths, which is different. Now let's try this one. We've got 14 and thousandths, so I know I'll need all my place values. 36 thousandths. So it needs to end in a thousandths place. So my 6, 3, 0. Again, if I had 14 and 36 and then a 0, that'd actually be 14 and 360 thousandths. So that's not right, just like that wasn't right up there. Over here, I've got 4, that's my whole number, and to represent the decimal, I see I have a 12 there, And when I put in my thousand underneath, the 12 ends in the thousandths place, so that would be 12 thousandths. And finally, I've got no holes over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got 7 tenths shaded in, 7 of the groups of 10. 1, 2, 3, 73. So it would be 73 hundredths. So big thing to remember is kind of identifying which place value you need to end in, especially when you're doing written to standard or standard to written. And then in this case, like I crossed it off because I didn't need it. And like I said, here I showed an example of why that would be wrong, just to help to prove to myself why that was wrong. So that brings us to a bring back to school problem. This one, once you put that in standard form, this one I would like it in written form, this one I would like it in standard, and then put in written. So 6 4/4, 1.134, and then your decimal grid there. So work those out, bring back, see you in the morning.